Yeah.
What's good? It's your boy Jay, that's me. We're going to get into Smackdown from April the 25th, 2025. An okay show for the most part. We have some news and notes to get into, but I'm going to save that towards the end. So we kick the show off with John Cena. And he forces Mark Nash, the ring announcer, to redo his ring announcement again. So, before John Cena begins to speak, Randy Orton shows up. So, Randy Orton asked John Cena if he knows what he found out. He said in a couple months, it'll be 25 years to the day since they first shook hands. Randy Orton said he's known John Cena for 25 years. And Orton means that as a compliment. He said that Cena's never changed. He was about hustle, loyalty, and respect. It was a way of life. Orton says he thought about the fans over the years. Millions of kids looked up to him since day one. So, Orton basically just tells John Cena to go out and have some kids, be a father. It'll make your life a lot better. Cena tells Orton, how dare you? He tells Orton that he's parent-shaming him, and he congratulates him for having children and loving them. Cena then tells Randy the real reason why he doesn't have kids is because he spent the last 25 years raising yours. Talking about the audience and the live and the crowd. And those of us watching at home. Really good stuff there. He said, and by the sound of that, he's done an impeccable job. He said for the last 25 years, he's been a better parent to the kids than their parents could be. He looked at a kid in the crowd, calls him a loser. The kid flips off John Cena. He says he's very classy, talking to the kid. He tells the kid to never bring a knife to a gunfight. And his dad probably never taught him that. So, Orton, he retorts by saying, the fans are the reasons why he's in Hollywood right now, and he's crushing it. He said, without WWE, there's no Hollywood. Without the fans, there's no WWE. Orton says he's made a lot of mistakes, but he can go in the back, hold his head up high, and he gets his respect. He says he's a piece of furniture. He's here to stay. But John Cena is a guest. I'm like, damn. So Cena tells Orton that they all have their perspectives. He used to believe Orton in that without the fans, there's no WWE, that they won together, but he was wrong. He never needed a single one of the fans. Cena says, imagine being told you suck for 25 years. He calls the fans hypocrites. He says, if the roles were reversed and he put his energy into anything but WWE, he's an outcast and a guest. And then he says, why is this dysfunctional? Why is it not a functional relationship? They're all manipulating the truth because they've done nothing in their lives. And then Cena points to a fan, says that he's dressed like Jack Black. He's 100 years old. And that's all that fan has to say for his life. Randy says that he was stupid to come out and think that in this world that John Cena would listen to anything that he's saying. He talks about Cody Rhodes, his theme song, saying that how wrestling has more than royal family. It's not just talking about Cody's family, but his family too. Randy said the wrestling's giving him everything, from his wife, kids. He owes everything to the business. John Cena says he's already won 17. Orton's won 14, but after Zelina takes it home, Randy is forever frozen at 14. There'll be another show. They'll create matches. They'll create some tinfoil champion, and if Randy wins it, Randy's counter starts at 1. I love this. What is he trying to do? That when he leaves, to make sure that 3 generations of Randy Orton's family is erased. So Randy tells Cena to prove that he's the last world champion, and to put his title on the line right now. Cena says no, and he raises the title in the air. He says, and just like so many times over the last 25 years, he's doing it to save Orton's ass. I'm like, damn. But John Cena said there should be a match, and there's going to be a match, and it's going to happen at Backlash in Orton's hometown of St. Louis, Missouri. Cena tells Orton he can spend the whole day with his family, be well rested, and at his best, because he needs Randy Orton at his best, because after Backlash, when Orton fails, Orton will have no excuses. John Cena tells Orton to take a good look. This is what the last real champion looks like. So then Cena hits Orton with the microphone. He attempts to hit him with the belt. Oh, no. My bad, I'm sorry. So Cena hits Orton with the mic. Then he stomps a mud hole in him real quick. Then he gets the belt. He's about to hit Orton with it. Orton gets up, RKO's Cena, and that was the end of the segment. Really good stuff there. The promo was a little bit too long. This went on about a good 20 to 30 minutes. A little bit too long for my liking, but it was fun nonetheless. I get it. They got 3 weeks to build the match, really. Actually, no, my bad. Not even 3 weeks. They got 2 weeks to build the match. So it's fine. And we all know that Orton's going to lose anyway. So we all know this. I enjoyed the back and forth between John Cena and Randy Orton, but it was a little bit too long. They could have shortened this. I am interested in the match. Shouldn't go no more than about 12 to 15 minutes. I think that's very serviceable. Both guys are way past their prime. So we'll see how everything goes. We should get a couple more promos. You got 2 weeks to build it, so you got enough time. So good stuff. Moving on, so we get a video package of Fraxiom. So they're now a part of the main roster. Great. So this leads us into the first match of the night. Fraxiom, they defeat Legado del Fantasma, Angel Garza, and Humberto Carrillo. So there's that. The match was fine. Pretty good stuff. Makes sense. At this point, they should just send Legado back down to NXT. That'll make the most sense at this point in time. You might as well, because it would be dumb as shit to keep them on the main roster. You got to at least send some tag teams down there. You got to. So there's that. Moving on, Tiffany Stratton. She shows up, gets a pretty good reaction. She says that she went to toe. My bad. She says she went toe to toe with one of the greatest of all time, Charlotte Flair. The fans boo, rightfully so, because Charlotte is not a goat. She's a clown, but she's definitely not a goat at all. Period. Under no circumstances. Tiffany says that there were times she doubted herself, but in the end, she prevailed and walked out of WrestleMania still champion. Tiffany says she was told that she's the next Charlotte Flair, but that's wrong. There may only be one Charlotte Flair, but there's only one Tiffany Stratton. Then Jade Cargill shows up. She gets a pretty good reaction. She tells Tiffany to cut it. Jade came out to give Tiffany credit where credit is due against her match with Charlotte. It was impressive, but that did nothing but create a bigger target on her back. And since business is done with Naomi, or so Jade thinks, but it's not true, it didn't happen, she has nothing but time. she thinks it's time for her to remind everyone why she came to WWE, for everyone to see why she came to be came to be a champion. And for Tiffany to understand that just because she beat Charlotte, that doesn't mean she's the best, especially since she hasn't faced Jade Cargill yet. So Tiffany tells Jade to put her money where her mouth is and to get a referee out there. So referee comes out. This leads us into Jade Cargill versus Tiffany Stratton. It's basically DQ. It's thrown out because Naomi shows up, which was great. I knew that Naomi and Jade Cargill, they weren't done feuding with each other. So, match was okay. Now, there was a massive botch by Tiffany. She did lose her footing on the rope. That was kind of scary. Well, no, that was really scary. I was like, damn. But, right decision. I don't know why you need to do non-title matches. Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill, that seems like a Smackdown main event match, really. Well, no, actually, no. You could do it on pay-per-view. Maybe not at a major pay-per-view, maybe like a B pay-per-view, like a Backlash or something like that. That could be fun. So then I wanted to saw my television in half because lame-ass Nia Jax showed up again. Oh, my God, no. And she destroys Tiffany via the Annihilator. So damn stupid. Triple H, you dumbass idiot. Why are you still pushing Nia Jax for? Send her back to NXT or make her a producer or something. Please. Enough. Enough is enough. Move on from Nia, please. My God. Moving on. So, Jacob Fatu comes out along with Solo Sikoa. So, Solo says that at WrestleMania, everyone saw what he already knew, and that Jacob Fatu is the future. 1,000% fact. He's the future of this company. Solo says that no one wanted Jacob here except for him. They thought he was trouble, too much of a risk. But the one who changed that and made it all happen for him was him. He was the reason that Jacob Fatu is champion, and he's the one that brought him here and took him to the promised land. Solo Sikoa is so full of shit. He says, this is what happens when you love your family. So then Jacob Fatu cuts him off, which was great. Fatu takes the mic from Solo. The fans chant Fatu. He tells Solo not to get it twisted. He told Solo that he was going to win the title. He told him that the U.S. title is coming home to the family. And he told him that he was going to do it with or without him. Fatu says that's what he did. Jacob tells the fans to look at the new U.S. champion. He says he knows that this title makes him America's most wanted. And that makes him a menace to society. Damn. I love me some Jacob Fatu. But at the end of the day, Solo better get in where he fits in because he's all gas and no brakes with it. I love me some Jacob Fatu. Bruh, if Triple H does not give Jacob Fatu at least a good 2.5-year run with the U.S. Championship, he is failing at his job, and he needs to be removed from power tonight. Jacob Fatu needs to have at least a 2 to 3 year run with that title. Seriously, I ain't gonna hold you up. I'm not gonna hold you up. Give him a Gunther-like reign with the title. I'm not even bullshitting you guys. I'm not. So LA Knight shows up. He said that at WrestleMania, Fatu ate a BFT, but Fatu grabbed the ropes during the pin. After that, Jacob was able to beat him. Credit is where it's due, but it can happen to anyone, and anyone can get it. He went back, and everyone said he had a hell of a match, but he's not worried about that. He's worried about winning and taking the belt. He tells Jacob that he wants his rematch, and he wants it now. So Drew shows up. He says he beat Damian Priest at WrestleMania, one of the most violent matches in WrestleMania history. I'm like, Drew, are you a clown? Did you go back and rewatch that match? What are you talking about, bro? What you had on WrestleMania Sunday? Well, yeah. What you had at Mania? You could have done that on SmackDown. What the hell are you talking about? That was not violent. Like, what the hell? Have you not watched the fucking AEW product? Have you not watched that shit? I mean, it's indie violence, but fuck. Like, come on, Drew. So Drew continues to yap on. He basically says that he calls John Cena a punk. He wants to fight the baddest dog in the yard. He wants to fight the baddest champion in the yard. He tells Jacob Fatu he wants to fight him. So, LA Knight and Drew McIntyre, they continue to bicker back and forth. So, Adam Pearce shows up. No, my bad. Not Adam Pearce. Nick Aldis shows up. And he basically makes a number one contender match for the U.S. Championship. Okay, that's fine. Who really cares about any of this? I mean, you know. Moving on. So we go backstage. Zelina Vega, she runs into Byron Saxton and asks her about her match tonight. She tells Byron that she knows she's going to have a big mouth, but tonight is one of those nights where she is speechless, and it means a lot to her. Just like I mentioned, Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero, she wants to bring some Latino heat. Okay, that's fine there. Moving on. So, moving on. So, Zelina Vega defeats Chelsea Green. Yes, she wins via the code red. Okay. Because apparently the Secret Herbers, Alba Fire, and Piper Niven, they get involved. I thought Zelina Vega had a crew. Where's Michin? Where's BFAB? Where are those ladies? I thought they were involved in this as well. Like, didn't that happen like 3 weeks ago at least? Or 2 weeks ago at the max? What the hell? What's going on? I mean, it's fine. We all know the main reason why Zelina Vega won is because Aleister's back. So, I mean, it makes sense. So, it is what it is. Moving on. So, Carmelo Hayes and Miz, they're backstage. They're standing in front of the Andre the Giant trophy. Miz tells Carmelo that when it's all said and done, Carmelo Hayes will be the greatest Andre the Giant Battle Royal winner of all time. And that's why he sacrificed himself last week. Miz gives him a thick gold necklace, which looked nice. Probably cost, at least $3,000 or $4,000, maybe. I don't know. Carmelo Hayes thanks him. The Miz tells Carmelo that he's inspired. That he inspired him. And he's going to go out to the ring right now. So then Miz comes out. He cuts a promo. Talked about how he's been killing it in WWE since 2007. Talked about Cody Rhodes. He really didn't say anything. So the lights go out. No, wait. So he says that he's sick and tired of people showing up in WWE that can't lace up his boots in the ring. He's tired of them getting opportunity. He's the A-lister. He's the must-see WWE superstar of all time. He's the Miz, and he's awesome. So the lights go black. Aleister Black shows up. He gets a really good reaction. He gets a really good welcome back chant. Miz asks him who the hell he is. And then Black hits the black mass, sits Indian style, and then bounces out. Great stuff. Excellent stuff. Glad that happened. Excellent. Love this. This is what Rusev should have done on Monday. This is what he should have done on Raw. All right? You should have brought in somebody out there like The Miz for a brief moment to kill some time, cut like a 2 or 3 minute promo like he did, and then you have Aleister show up and kick his ass. Great stuff. Love it. I wonder what they're going to do with Aleister, though. I'm talking about long term. They should have some plans for him. I don't know what. Unless you want to have him feud with Jacob Fatu and lose. I don't know what you could do. I'm guessing you could do some personal feuds with Aleister for a while. I do want him and Jacob Fatu to mix it up for sure. But Jacob really needs like at least a 2-year run with the title. He's got to have it. So yeah, but I'm glad that Aleister Black is back. He got a better reaction than Rusev did. I mean, Rusev got a good reaction, but Aleister Black was great, and he got to keep his NXT theme. Rusev did not get to keep his Rusev Machka theme that he used to have back in the day. That's a bunch of bullshit, but it is what it is. Moving on. So, Byron Saxton's backstage with Bianca Belair. Her fingers are wrapped, and she says she left WrestleMania with a few broken fingers. Damn. Things didn't go her way, but she's still proud of what all three of them did at WrestleMania. She says Io found the perfect opportunity to capitalize, and she would have done the same. As for Rhea, she found a way to sneak into her match, but now she's focused on healing, and Smackdown is her home. Right now, her home is divided. Talking about the Jade Cargill Naomi situation. So we go backstage. Naomi's walking. She's stopped by Nia Jax. Nia tells Naomi that she doesn't care about her revenge against Jade and for her to stay away from her and her title. Oh my God, Triple H, you dumbass. Don't do that. Please don't. No. Naomi tells Nia as long as she proceeds with caution. Okay. I'm guessing this could lead to a tag match at Backlash. Naomi and Nia Jax versus Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill. That's the only way I see this thing going. Because I do not want to see Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax again. Fuck that. No. We had to deal with that shit since January. Hell no. Oh no. Moving on. Drew McIntyre versus LA Knight. So it's basically like a no contest because Damian Priest showed up. And then there was a brawl that took place. Jacob Fatu showed up and destroyed everybody, basically. So, there's that. This is basically going to lead into a fatal 4-way. Common sense. Moving on. So John Cena, he's backstage. He stopped by R-Truth. He congratulates John Cena on winning the title and tells him that if he needs at any time, if he needs him at any time, give him a call. Cena walks away. Jimmy Uso comes in. He asks R-Truth, when did Cena become so whack? R-Truth tells him that John Cena is a true champion, and there's always two sides to every story. And when he grows up, he wants to be just like him. R-Truth walks away, and Jimmy tells R-Truth he's already grown up. Pretty good stuff there. Moving on. Main event of the evening. The Street Profits, they retain their tag team championships in a phenomenal, fun triple threat TLC match. All three teams did good here. DIY did good, Motor City Machine Guns did good, and the same with the Street Profits. This was just a match full of spots, though, basically. We had 15 table crashes during this match. Not really, though. That's just me exaggerating. But, there were frog splashes through tables, blockbusters through tables. Just so many table spots. It was unreal. So good stuff. The finish happened when Johnny Gargano super kicked Montez Ford when he was inside of the ladder. He's about to climb up, and then he's met by Chris Sabin. Him and Chris Sabin, they have they punch back and forth. Montez Ford's able to break himself free. He climbs up on the ladder on the tail end of it, and then he's able to punch both Gargano and Sabin off. and he retrieves the titles. So good stuff. I thoroughly enjoyed the match. Fun stuff. So makes perfect sense. Right decision. Overall, SmackDown was pretty okay, if we're being honest. Aleister Black returning was cool. Fraxiom debuting, that's cool as well. And then the Triple Threat main event was okay. And then I'm excited for John Cena and Randy Orton at Backlash. So, all in all, it was an okay show for the most part. But what did you guys think? Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.